The world's most mysterious giant country, Russia. Imagine a geography of 17 million square kilometers, an area as large as 1/8 of the world's entire land surface. Russia is so massive that it spans 11 time zones, meaning when the sun is rising on one end of the country, people on the other end are getting ready for bed. In these endless lands stretching from Europe to the depths of Asia, 146 million people live, and this number is decreasing a little more each day. But these numbers aren't enough to tell you the true face of Russia, because this country's story runs much deeper than numbers. When talking about the people living in this vast geography, there's one point we must stop at: the world-renowned legendary beauty of Russian women. High cheekbones, deep-gazing eyes, and those unique Slavic features aren't just a genetic coincidence, but a heritage shaped by centuries of accumulation. Throughout history, Russia has been the crossroads of dozens of different civilizations and ethnic groups. Turks, Vikings, Mongols, Tatars, Persians all left their mark on these lands, and today's unique beauty was born from this mixture. But what's truly interesting is beyond their physical beauty, the incredible resilience Russian women show toward life. They go out in -30 degrees wearing high heels because for them, taking care of oneself isn't a luxury but a sign of self-respect. Going out without makeup is unthinkable. They must always be ready, always elegant. These women speak 3 languages, are at the top of their careers, and are perfectionists in their homes. Since World War II, there have been exactly 10 million more women than men in Russia, and this imbalance fundamentally changed society. Russian women learned very early how to survive, how to be strong on their own. A Russian woman can be as delicate as a graceful ballet dancer, yet strong enough to carry a 20-kilogram sack of coal by herself. Nearly half of the world's modeling industry is of Russian origin, and this is no coincidence. Discipline, grace, and that natural composure always make them stand out. The economic realities behind this beauty and strength are quite harsh. Russia's economy is around $2 trillion, making it the world's 11th largest economy. But the real power lies in oil and natural gas. Russia is the world's largest natural gas exporter and fiercely competes with Saudi Arabia in oil production. Europe depends on Russian gas to heat homes in winter, but this dependency has turned into a dangerous weapon in recent years. While oligarchs park their luxury yachts in Monaco, an ordinary Russian citizen tries to survive on a monthly salary of just $700. This economic chasm is so vast that sometimes it feels like 2 different worlds living in the same country. These contrasts are most visible in Moscow. With a population of 12 million, this metropolis is Europe's 2nd largest city after Istanbul, and its most crowded, a stage where luxury and poverty dance side by side. The Kremlin's red walls, the historic stones of Red Square, and that colorful onion-domed St. Basil's Cathedral aren't just tourist postcards, but symbols of Russia's power. But Moscow's true magic is hidden underground. The metro system is a complete art gallery. Marble columns, crystal chandeliers, mosaics decorating the walls. Stalin had this metro built to be the People's Palace. And indeed, each station is like a palace. If you head north from here to St. Petersburg, you'll encounter a completely different Russia. This city, Russia's cultural capital, takes on a magical atmosphere during the White Nights period. The sun never sets, and people can sit in parks reading books at 4 in the morning. The Hermitage Museum contains 3 million pieces, and if you were to look at each piece for just 1 minute, it would take exactly 6 years to tour the museum. If you want to understand Russia's true spirit, you need to go to Siberia. This is Russia's real heart, and the living conditions here are unbelievable. People live their lives at -50 degrees. In the village of Oymyakon, the thermometer has dropped to -71 degrees, making it the world's coldest inhabited place. In this cold, your eyelashes freeze instantly, your phone shuts down, your car's tires can burst, but life still goes on. Russians are so accustomed to this cold that they put their babies outside to sleep in winter to strengthen their immune systems. Cold isn't an enemy for them, but a natural part of life, even a reflection of their identity. These harsh living conditions perhaps gave birth to the magnificent culture Russia gifted to the world. Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, Chekhov, Pushkin, the giants of world literature all emerged from these lands. Works written during long winter nights became humanity's common treasure. Russian ballet is still at the world's pinnacle, and watching a performance at the Bolshoi Theater can be one of the unforgettable experiences of your life. Tchaikovsky's music, Kandinsky's paintings, Eisenstein's films. Russia has left deep marks in every branch of art. In daily life, Russians seem to come from a very different world. They never smile on the street because for them, smiling without reason is a sign of insincerity. As a foreigner, this might seem cold to you, but when a Russian invites you to their home, everything changes. They'll give you their last piece of bread, host you for hours, treat you practically like family. Tea culture is even stronger than England's. Tea brewed in traditional samovars accompanies hours of conversation, and of course, vodka. In Russia, vodka is consumed like water, but be careful. They don't sip it glass by glass, but drink it in one shot. Between each toast, raised with zaldzdorovi, food must be eaten. This is a rule. However, behind this strong culture lie serious social problems. The average lifespan of Russian men is only 68 years, while women's is 78. This 10-year gap isn't seen in Europe. Excessive alcohol consumption, harsh working conditions, and an inadequate healthcare system cause men to be lost at very early ages. Domestic violence rates are far above the European average, but society prefers to remain silent on this issue. The biggest loss is young minds. University graduate youth are migrating to the West for better opportunities, and this brain drain threatens the country's future. Despite all these problems, Russia has given incredible gifts to the world. The first artificial satellite Sputnik, the first human in space Yuri Gagarin, the world's most produced weapon, the Kalashnikov rifle, over 100 million Matryoshka dolls, the Tetris game, dashcam culture, even the Trans-Siberian Railway, the world's longest train route, all came from Russia. Russian cuisine is an inseparable part of this culture. Borscht, made with beet soup, the savior of cold winter days. Pelmeni dumplings warm you up even at -40 degrees. Thin dough blini, served with caviar, offers a truly luxurious experience. Beef stroganoff is world famous. Olivier salad takes its place on tables at every celebration. And smetana sour cream is indispensable in every dish. This is Russia. Mysterious, cold, beautiful, dangerous, and equally enchanting. This giant country, with one end touching Europe while the other reaches the Pacific Ocean, making discoveries that change the world, yet harboring deep contradictions within itself, continues to be a tremendous enigma waiting to be understood. Goodbye!